January data, February data, March data, April data, May data, June data, July data, all combined together to give us a reasonable sum of money. Oh, I know most of you will be wondering what I'm doing. I'm actually trying to combine data. At this point, we want to experience and educate you on how to combine data using Microsoft Excel as a data analyst. So let's now open your Excel. My YouTube fans, data analysts, Excel users, come closer, come closer. Open your Microsoft Excel. So in this case, I have monthly data that I have already worked on, August data, July data, October and September data. These are 4 months. I want to combine all these data together. So I want to remove one of these file, one of this data from here now, or let me cut it out from here and paste it on desktop. We will bring it in when we need it. So we begin. For us to combine this data, we open our Microsoft Excel. Only work well if your files are structured well and they are the same only, but they are not. So the structure here, going to the ribbon table, from data, we go to new query, from file, because we store our data in a folder. That is why you can get data from other sources, from web, from PDF, as the case may be. But now I want to get this data from a given folder. So we browse to get it. I saved my file on desktop. On that desktop, this is monthly data. I picked it, select it. The system will identify the parts, the folder part. I click on OK for it to load. At the data and the structure it is. Here now you combine the data, you load data, you transform data, you cancel, whatever, assuming you don't want. But here, instead of you're supposed to combine, but there is need for us to clean this data. There is need for us to prepare it for better visualization in case we want to visualize it, plot a chart with the data. We need to prepare the data very well by cleaning. So you now see combine and transform data, combine and load data, combine, load, transform. So we want to combine and transform this data. So as the Excel evaluate the query, now as it evaluates the query, we wait patiently as it connects quickly. So here now it has come up. The files to be combined are here now. This is the first file. We select, I will say file for 3 of them. I set this, all of them are here. Say okay. Processing query from sheet 1. Evaluating it. After the process, the system evaluates it. That's Microsoft Excel doing all this work for us. So you watch. This is August, this is July, as you study it, and this is October. If you check now, all of them are combined together in one query, Power Query Editor. Now we can edit whatever we want. What are we trying to do? To make this data look more perfect than it looks. At first, we don't need this source name, we don't need it. We remove it by removing the column, or you right click here, you say remove column, or you change it, remove error, but you remove column from here. If you say remove now, this one will go. So but we click here and say remove column, automatically it goes. Here now, we want to remove the null that is here, but we just want to remove this first row. If you say remove row, top one, how many? It is just one row that we are removing. How many? One. Say okay. Automatically that one will be removed. Now this is the heading here. We want to use the first row as heading. So use it as a header. You click on use the first row as a header. Once it is, you see your data is now moving as it is supposed. You see it. You come down here, you see another null here. Quickly kukuma come here to remove, filter and remove every null, just all the null. And for you to make it better, you see there is another heading here because it is 3 months. Another heading here. Let's remove all the heading except this one, the top first one. Remove this one and the null. Automatically it goes away. Now we keep looking into our data. You see it? We just combine the data. You see it? At this point, what you need to do now is to save your file. Now, watch closely to change the data type. Here is supposed to be date instead of number and text. You say date and time. You can say date. So you change automatically to date. Every other one is in order. You use it that way. I can quickly remove this one if I want. Like here, I can remove this one if I want. If I don't want, I will leave it like this. So once I finish all the things I need to clean, I will now say close and load for the data to load. So automatically the data load to this place so that we can continue whatever we are doing with it. So we can work and continue whatever we are doing with it. So that is okay for us here. Now, if we want to go back now to continue or re-edit this now, what do you think we can do? You say from table. You see it from table. You'll come back here to edit. Maybe I don't want this diagnosis now. I will remove this column. I will kukuma remove it. I don't want that diagnosis. I will now say close and load. You see, from the first move here, we have this info here. We have this data worked on now. We have sheet 1 and sheet 2 and sheet 3. So we don't need this sheet. We can delete it. We only have sheet 2. But this one, we can rename it to sheet 1 to sheet 1. So, and rename this one to sheet 2. The only difference between the sheets is that one has diagnosis, the other one has no diagnosis. We work with this, whatever we want to do. Now, assuming we just combine just 3 months. Now, there is need now, your boss now give you another month to add to that month. Will you start doing all this process again? No. Look at what you need to go copy the month, that new month that was given to you. Now move it to the same folder that contains the other one. Look at it now. I move it to the same folder, making it is no longer 3 months, it's now 4 months. September is the one we now added now. So you open that your Excel and then refresh. Just kukuma refresh. Now it was this row and the error. Now this is now the one loaded again. Other monthly data. If you refresh to this one has this. Refresh it, it loads. You see the number has changed. If you work with this one, refresh it, it loads. You see the number here have changes. So this is how you combine data in Microsoft Excel. If you think this is okay, please subscribe. Subscribe. I really need you to subscribe. For more videos, this is the only way you support me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.